So how's the Black Hood?
Maybe.
We'll discuss. Hey guys, it's Alyssa.
Juanita.
And we're here with a review of Riverdale for you this week. Our last few episodes have been taken down by WBTV.
All of them nips. All of them nips.
I am going to be uploading them onto Patreon, so if you haven't seen them and you do want to see them, I'm going to put them up there so you guys can watch them. Because I put work into editing them. And someone should see them. But this week I was just disappointed. I was like, we're just going to relax and watch the episode and do a review.
Woo, New York City.
Woo, heart flower.
It's just that I can see clearly. I didn't go to the school, by the way. A family member did. So I have a ton of merch from there.
Yep. So, you know, the end of the episode leads us to believe
that Hal is the hood. Because Betty's like, Mom, where's Dad at? And she's like, oh, he went for a walk. So she's like, that's odd when I leave.
Really? Because the Black Hood just showed up.
Exactly. I remember, so I think we were discussing it, how he could have possibly be the Black Hood.
I think it 100% absolutely makes sense. We're gonna go into this. No, remember he brought her to that abandoned house, like, in the woods.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
That was the Svensson house, though, so that's kind of, we'll talk about it later. I don't know how it fits, but she was like, the Hood was like, we're one and the same, Betty, which is what made me think it was going to be her brother at first.
Yeah, you were thinking that.
But I also always thought her dad is like a suspect because...
His eyes.
The eyes won.
I always thought his eyes. And the older, the posture, you know.
Oh, absolutely. And also... saying we're one and the same, like, she's his daughter.
So, like, you know, the person would have to be related to her.
Yeah, she is him, in a way.
Yeah.
Because she is his child. I'm just wondering how it fits with all the rest of the stuff. Like, why would he have tried to kill Fred? Because Fred was the first person
I know, but maybe he felt like it was an easy target. And, like, it would get his name out there because, oh, everyone in town loves Fred. Everyone knows Fred.
And he didn't kill Fred.
No.
Either. It could have been just a good, like,
but why did he kill Miss Grundy? Like, why? Well, just because she was having sex with minors?
That's illegal.
I know.
No, Miss Grundy was kind of justified, like, based on the Black Hood's, like, reasonings of, like,
yeah, but I'm just saying, well, we are not the judge and executioners.
Well, yes, I know that. But I'm just saying, like, in the mind of this person.
In his logic,
yes.
That was a rightful killing. Midge? Hell no.
What was Midge doing wrong? I feel like a lot of these things... I guess
she was doing drugs?
I feel like a lot of things these people are being killed for revolve around sex. Well, because Fred would be considered a sinner because he slept with Hermione.
Yeah. I'm
thinking is the basis of it. And they've kind of been hinting at that maybe Midge and Fangs were having, like, some sort of affair, potentially, in the background. Because they were, like, flirting in the room last episode. And then Moose got mad and stormed off.
Hold on.
Yes.
So, you expect me... I'm not really attacking you, but I'm just saying. Like, in general, the world. You expect me to believe that the Hood is concerned with teenagers' sex lives. That
they were also doing jingle jangle. I don't know.
I said drugs, but you said sex, and I was like,
maybe.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just thinking it's a common thread because Ms. Grundy was involved in inappropriate sex acts with underage boys.
Yes.
I also think that's interesting because Betty helped uncover that story. She found out about the affair Grundy and Archie were having. Well, Jughead found out about it first, but then she found out, and she broke into Ms. Grundy's car, all that stuff.
She was disgusted.
Yes. So I find that interesting. At least that case. Svensson, what did he do? I think he was just like a...
He was a scapegoat.
Yeah, 100%.
Collateral damage.
I did bring up to Juanita right before we started filming that also Hal stole that evidence from Sheriff Keller's house last season.
With Jason.
And I think burned it or something. I can't remember exactly.
I don't remember why he stole it.
But he did, which is kind of an interesting thing to note.
But I also brought up to Alyssa, like, right before we started filming again. I was like, okay.
We had to walk up the stairs, you know.
How? No. The Black Hood called Betty and was like, you let a murderer into your home and he murdered in your home. This, that, and the third.
Oh, yeah.
Hal came home after, and then they were like, he killed somebody and we helped cover it up. Now, Alyssa's like, maybe he found out beforehand. He was like looking into them, you know, keeping tabs on them, and he was pretending to not remember.
Maybe there's like cameras in the house for all we know.
Good God.
For all we know.
Looks around your room.
Not in my house.
We don't know, for all we know.
For all we know.
Yells. What are you doing? Because it would be her, not your dad.
It's true. It's true. But
your dad wouldn't care less.
I find that really interesting to think about. And if Hal is the mastermind behind this, which I fully believe at this point, and no one's going to convince me otherwise, you know, people might say it's a diversion. I don't believe it. It's interesting to think about Hal's actions the rest of the season. And also, how much does he really know? Because he was suspicious. You remember he came back? He's like, why does everything smell like bleach? So I think maybe he kind of concluded himself and found out. And if he had cameras, that would make sense to how he would know so much. Or maybe not even cameras, but at least like wires. And especially as a journalist, like, you kind of know stuff. And if Riverdale is in New York State, we don't know for sure. It's kind of nowhere and everywhere at once.
Where the hell did you hear that from?
I don't know. It's like a theory.
Where, upstate?
Yeah, it would be like upstate.
I didn't have nowhere near.
Nowhere near us. But if you know about journalism and stuff like that, New York State is a one-party law, so you can legally record a conversation because one person has to know that the conversation is being recorded. And if you're recording the conversation, you know it's being recorded. So you don't have to let the other person know you're doing a recording and it's legal and can hold up in court and everything like that. In a lot of other states, it's a two-party law, so both people have to know the conversation's being recorded.
Good old New York.
I don't know why it would have to be in court or anything, but like, if he just so happened to need it.
Good to know.
Yeah. Murderer right under their nose. I think Betty would be just like personally.
I mean, Chick was right under her nose and he was a murderer.
That's true.
Let's get on to that plot.
Yeah, we're gonna hop over
that
to
was like the second highest plot, probably.
That
for me it was the first, but I guess for overall the whole episode is technically the second. But for me,
because that plot twist at the end.
Yeah. So Chick, he ain't her son.
Which people were thinking for a long time that he was an imposter just because the way he was acting.
I thought, like, we all thought so because he was.
We just thought,
strange.
like, Chick was already dead and he was just assuming, like, the identity, which he kind of did, but we didn't expect him to be the one that actually killed him. Which is just sad for
Charles.
For Charles, for Alice, for
Betty, FP, Jughead. All the people involved, they lost a son, a brother,
not that they ever really knew him.
I know, but you know,
in theory, yes.
They didn't even get the chance to.
They didn't get the chance, which is the part that's sad. Yeah. They didn't get a chance to, you know.
Yeah.
And Alice said he came to the door and she turned him away. And the Chick was trying to manipulate her and say, like, oh, he OD'd that night on Jingle Jangle. That'll tear a person up.
It did tear her up. She went straight to FP like, I killed our son. He's like, hold it.
Which is also a revelation because she said, oh, Chick's not FP's son. She
was trying to cover up her own tracks
when
she was younger.
That's true.
And she's like, FP, do you remember? He's like, of course I fucking remember. You can't.
So that was also a bombshell that, like, it was finally truly revealed. Like, a lot of people were theorizing that that was the truth. Do we think this is going to change anything? The fact that FP was the father?
Nah.
I don't think it will either because, and really, Charles is dead. So in essence, it doesn't matter, like, for people who are together.
It may matter to them, like, you know, it may cause them a little conflict.
But I don't think it's anything, like, in the long run that's gonna
Yeah, nah, I
change
don't.
anything. And if people like in the like fandom or whatever are having a problem, I'm just like,
You just gotta...
Polly had twins with her cousin. Anything's possible.
Betty's been killing people with her dad.
Well, she didn't actually murder anyone herself.
She led him there and was like, you better run.
She was an accomplice.
You better run, because he gonna get you.
Okay, she helped facilitate. She didn't perform.
Okay. She literally
say that.
drove him to his death.
Well, he might have escaped. But the odds are low. Okay,
The way he looked at Betty, and he booked it like he was Usain Bolt.
It's true.
He was like, and then he did that turn from Get Out.
Oh god, that movie's so good.
It is. I finally watched it like a couple of weeks ago.
I remember when it came out, everyone was doing the challenge where they were like,
Yeah.
oh lord.
Yeah.
No, that's funny because today everyone was saying Kanye West is in the sunken place.
Yo, those tweets are crazy.
I think he's just like reached this place where he's like, this is what I think and I don't care anymore, and people are trying to be like, you're mentally insane.
This is not the same Kanye that said Bush doesn't care about black people.
Well, Kanye's very different since his mother died. And that's a whole other issue.
I will give you that. I will. You are correct.
Alright, guys.
Why do I sound like that scene? The moment, remember when Sarah, we were having a conversation with
Oh.
Sarah, and you're like, we will give you that. You have been.
I call people now.
We will give you that.
You have gotten better. We will give you that. That was my line.
Oh my god, I rewatched that video constantly because it's so funny. You go,
Guys,
we will give you that.
go watch our old vlogs. Go watch them. And let us know if you'd like to see more. We got really off topic here, but you know, sometimes you need to get off topic. Sometimes this was a darker return to Riverdale, you know, because it's been like pretty light the last few episodes, but I didn't mind it because it's been pretty light the last few episodes, like I said. And as long as they keep a little, you know, light peeking through, maybe next episode, maybe there's just like...
It worked towards the wire. There's no
Yeah.
light peeking through.
Alright, I know. I'll give it that. I got it for most of the season, so it's fine.
So yeah. Chick killed Charles. Alice is distraught, rightfully so. And I don't know, but why do you think she turned him away?
Well, because she didn't know it was him. It was probably just someone at the door, and, you know, sometimes you don't want to deal with people knocking at your door sometimes.
But that's still rude.
Well, yeah, but people do it. I mean, true. I mean, people will knock on our door. It's usually, like, salesmen for stuff, and I'm just, like, there's no other cars in the driveway, so I'm just, like, hiding underneath the window, like,
I just answered the door. And
I don't, it could be a murderer.
No, I don't, like, answer the door. I keep the screen locked, and I let them, and I go, hi, how can I help you? And I go, oh, hi, I sell, solar panels. That's,
yeah, but also...
That's really popular around here. We do that at least once a month.
But also, this is white suburbia, so think about that.
We live in white suburbia.
That's true. But a lot of people just are like, sorry, we're not interested, and they close the door. You know?
Yeah, I maybe it's not
definitely see it as something
my
she would
culture
do.
thing. Maybe we don't do that.
Yeah. It's just what some people do. So I can understand why she might have, you know, maybe they're in a hurry, they're about to leave, they're like doing dinner or something. Like, you don't know what
How did
people's
she
lives are.
remember that she turned him away? That's interesting.
Well, you know, sometimes things comes back to you. Faces are like easy for some people to remember. You know, and then when she saw the picture, she was like, oh my god.
That's my son. Did he, like, get the chance to say, hi, I'm Charles? And
I don't think so.
I feel like maybe that's why she's taking it so badly, because he's like, hi, I'm Charles, whatever, I'm your son. And she's like, no, I don't, get away from me. I don't want nothing to do with it.
Oh, that's an interesting text, too, because she's been trying to, like, hide this and downplay it for a very long time.
And then it, like, came to fold, like, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Well,
that's interesting to think about, yeah.
And then freaking chick killed him.
Because they got into it seems like what happened is they got into an argument and he killed him.
Mm-hmm. Were they together?
I don't know if they were, like, together. they could have been, and it also could have been like, you know, maybe they both grew up at the Sisters of Quiet Mercy together.
Well, he said he met him at the... No. Yeah, he said they both ended up there.
Oh, so maybe they just ended up meeting there. They had to share a room or something based on the circumstances. You know that place, they'll just shove two people in a room.
She said that too.
So, I think it's definitely possible they met there. Maybe they tried to get along, and it just didn't work out.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Charles Smith.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. fake chick.
I wonder how FB's gonna take it.
I mean, I think he took it.
Well, there's still more to come, you know.
There is, but I think he took, like...
Think he's gonna be angry at Alice for lying to him for 20-something years about him being a dad?
I think at this point it's over and done with, and okay, not that like it's over and done with, but
I'm listening.
I'm trying to get it out.
I'm listening.
Let me come out with a thought. I see your face. Like, he didn't get to know him. Yes, he'll be like upset that he never got to know his other son.
Yes.
You know, he never got that chance. But I don't think he would be mad at her, because I think he also kind of understands why she did what she did. They were in high school. They were at a different place.
Yeah.
You know, and it's been a lot of years since then. And, you know, they can't go back and change anything.
Okay, I see.
I think it is interesting to see how it will affect, you know, FP and Alice in the future. And especially if Hal is the Hood.
Could you imagine what Alice will do if she found out that Hal was the Hood?
Oh, lordy, that'll be fun. Well, because wouldn't you think that the Hood would try and go after Alice for sinning too?
But he's not going to.
In theory?
If Hal is the Hood, he's been sinning all along. He was still married to Alice, but he was sleeping with Penelope. Sin?
You know how a lot of people have a holier-than-thou complex?
Which is bullshit.
I don't disagree with that. I'm just saying, you know how people, like, what they do isn't wrong.
I understand.
And what he did with Penelope isn't wrong because they had feelings for each other.
I understand.
But other people doing things is wrong. That's also a common phenomenon. It's because when you do something, you know your intentions. And you can, like, you understand your thinking and stuff like that. So you'd be like, oh, I did this because I was thinking blank and my intention was blank. But with other people, oh, you did blank. It doesn't matter what your intentions are. You were wrong for doing blank in the first place. That's actually, like, a common thing. Like,
I know. It's very
in terms of you, you'll think differently. Like, if you do something, depending if someone else does the same thing. So, maybe it's a little bit of that. Science. Psychology.
The next major plot was Archie's kidnapping with Nick St. Clair and the money situation. I thought it was going to end a different way.
Me too.
I didn't expect for Archie to be like, I'm going to kill somebody.
You know what?
To be a part of your gang.
Oh yeah, that was all the way at the end. That was not good. He's been having a vendetta against the Black Hood the whole time, so I'm really not surprised he wants to try and kill him
But
now.
why would he be like, oh, now that's going to be my bones for you. That's going to be my teardrop. Anybody?
I know what you're talking about. But I will give Archie props. I did not expect him to get himself out of that situation.
I feel like he definitely could have.
Maybe I underestimated him, but I didn't think he was gonna, like, knock himself from the chair and, like, get himself out like that. But also, Archie's not the type of guy to kind of, like, you know, just wait quietly the entire time.
Far from.
So,
I don't think anybody in that town knows how to just sit.
I did think that Veronica was gonna give Nick St. Clair a taste of his own medicine and knock him out.
I figured.
So, you know, I was fine with that. And then I thought she was going to go get Archie. But they both saved themselves. So, while trying to save each other. And then they made $1 million ransoming Nick St. Clair.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, none of these characters are better than the other. They're all doing awful stuff. So, you know.
I thought they're just, like, ransoming people and they're only, like, 16 years old.
Look, the slate is even. Jughead mutilated a woman. He beat the crap out of Chick tonight. Betty was like, here's a murderer. You can outrun him, though, if you leave now, but you might get murdered.
I'm gonna give a murderer to a murderer. I feel like Dexter in this piece.
Oh, you know what's gonna happen next week? Everybody, guess who just got murdered? Veronica ransomed someone for money, knocked someone out. I was going along with her parents' shady plans. You know, they're all on like the same playing field. You know, Archie's about to murder someone to get into a mob for life. Yeah, it's hard to get out of that stuff. You don't just walk away. As all the stories will tell you. You know, you gotta go lay low in like Barbados for 3 years or something, and then you can sneak back into the country.
That'd be nice. Right now.
Yeah.
On this rainy day.
Yeah, but then you're away from your family and friends for that long a time. No, and if it was like back in like the 70s and all this stuff was like popular, then like you wouldn't really be able to talk to anyone for a long time.
I wouldn't be able to call them on like a burner phone.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up? What's up? Where you at? You know I can't tell you that.
I met this fine man though.
You really think if I was away for like murder, like on an island, I'd like, listen, I met this cute guy, and then,
well, maybe you had a hot hookup and you want to share.
I probably want to share with you how I was going to steal his money. If I'm a murderer.
Fair. Nick St. Clair looked 10 years older this episode.
I was like, he came in a boy earlier, now he came out a man.
No, he came in a smarmy Gossip Girl looking reject. Throwback. And now he's like Die Hard, I have a beard, blah blah blah, but he's really not Die Hard.
It's like a little, he's like growing on.
It made him look way older as a character.
It did.
Like, it's like, oh, you're actually like a 26-year-old man and not a teenager.
I like all of them.
Okay, not 26, he's probably like 23, but like same thing.
You went there.
I'm reading him a little too much, but like you get what I'm saying.
He didn't look ugly, he just looked older.
No. I'm not saying like, oh, he looks like he's 50. I'm saying like it aged him the facial hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it was like, oh, my parents are disowning me. Facial hair.
Yeah.
Oh, my life is crumbling. Facial hair.
Look, you're gonna go in college and prove yourself. That's what happens.
If they pay for college.
That's true. He gave away his college money.
They ransomed him with this college money.
That would be something rich people in the mob would do, I feel like. Not that I would know, but considering I have so much student loan debt. But this episode we also got, you know, Betty and Jughead being investigative duos. They found out real chick wasn't that chick. I like that Betty was just casually like, you know, we'll just tell the FBI about the, you know, backdoor gay camp you're on, gay conversion illegal program you're running. And the sister's like, well, damn it, this makes us a lot of money, so I guess I'll just show you the files. So, that was interesting. Jughead went in.
He was
ready to straight up
what is
murder
his
him.
real name?
It doesn't matter, I guess.
I want to know.
I want to know, too.
It could have been like Stefan Makapalapakis. I don't know.
He's Greek. I love how FP came in. He's like, no, we're not doing the killing anymore. We'll help cover up the murders, but we're not killing ourselves anymore. They can decide what they do, and then we'll help them cover it up. Because Jones men will always be loyal dogs to the Cooper women. Yes.
Except Polly. Nobody cares about Polly.
Polly's in San Francisco living her life with the twins. You know, maybe she's gonna find a lovely woman. Or, you know, she's gonna be in an apartment with 2 guys. Or just, you know. She's living the San Francisco life.
Yeah.
And then we also got the plot with Kevin and the sheriff.
Oh.
I felt bad for the sheriff.
Yeah. I mean, he is kind of incompetent.
But also, in a small town, you never expect to have to deal with something like a serial murderer.
Yeah.
You know, you're trained to, like, deal with, like, you know, petty crime. Maybe, oh, someone robbed a store. Maybe that's, like, the worst thing that happens. Or, like, a break-in or something like that. You're not thinking there's going to be a serial killer. So I kind of understand why he's not, like,
the most equipped to handle situations that have been happening lately.
But I also feel like they're being a little too harsh. Like, yes, you can get outside help.
To help with.
Yeah.
Like, they do this all the time.
It's like, if the local law enforcement is like, yeah, we're trying, but, like, I don't think we can handle this on our own.
They call the bigger guys, and the bigger guys are like, okay, this is what you do.
We'll help out.
Yeah.
This is the time we could really use an Agent Adams who's not a fake traitor mob guy pretending to be an FBI agent. Remember that? But
Where he looked like Scott's dad.
Yeah, that's true. I felt bad for Kevin because he was like, he knows his dad's going through a lot with this. And, you know, as a child, you don't like to see your parent hurting because it hurts you as well. Especially because, you know, as a child, you're used to seeing your parent as a strong figure in your life, typically. And to see them, like, you know, at a low point is upsetting for you as their child because, like, you're not used to seeing them like that. I understand why Cheryl... no, I kind of don't understand why Cheryl's so, like...
gung-ho.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I could see it because he didn't figure out the whole thing about her dad murdering her brother. Or I feel like it's some leftover angst from that.
Or she probably feels like, oh, you thought you caught the Black Hood, but you didn't catch him and he's around killing students. It could be that also. Like,
no, I feel like it's both of those things.
I mean, it's a reaction I would expect from Cheryl. So
yeah, it's not out of the realm of Cheryl's character, so I'm not really surprised. I'm surprised, like, she wanted Cheryl to write an article, though. Like, Hermione was like, you should write an article. Like, what? How do we know she's a good writer? Like, what?
Well, she tweets a lot. Well, according to last season, she would tweet a lot.
That's true. But that's not, like, that doesn't mean you know how to write, like, an op-ed article.
Well, maybe she learned. This is Cheryl we're talking about. If she put her mind to it, she could learn how to fly a plane with just reading a book.
Alright, okay. Cheryl's very determined when she wants something.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Alright, so I can see that.
I mean, she managed to get her mom out of the house.
Overall, what did you think of this episode?
I laughed a lot. I got sad for Alice a lot.
All the props to Madchen Amick. She's just like...
yeah, she's really good.
She's really good.
I like her a lot.
She's a very talented actress. That scene with her and Skeet, who plays FP, they did that. That was really good.
It was a good episode overall.
I enjoyed it overall. I thought it was a good, like, turning point and kind of revealed what we needed it to and kind of set up a different kind of playing field. Remember in the beginning of the season it was a lot about the parents and the kids. Like, Veronica was like, you guys aren't going to do this anymore. I want to know all the information. I'm getting in on this. Like, where the kids were trying to be, like, involved and know more and stuff like that. I feel like it's coming full circle with that, especially if Hal is the Black Hood. I feel like that idea from the beginning of the season will really come full circle. So that would be interesting. I think.
Hal's going to jail. Or he's going to get killed.
Yeah. Ooh. I feel like he'll go to jail because last year...
in that new jail Hiram's building?
Oh, Lord. But like you said, he's not going to end up there because that's not how the courts work. Or the legal system. Overall, I thought it was, you know, a good episode for plotting out the last few episodes of the season and where it's going to go. Oh, I don't think Hal's going to die simply because Clifford Blossom last season
died.
Killed himself and died and, like, avoided the consequences. I'm going to say that.
No, that made me think of when Sarah goes, you coward, so calmly when he killed himself.
So I feel like they wouldn't do that again.
She's a mess. Sorry.
So I feel like he'll be in jail. That'll be an interesting way to kind of keep him around, like, if they ever want to visit him. But, like, not
nobody's gonna visit him.
That's true. That's true. What's Polly gonna think of all this? She's gonna come back and be like, wait,
she's never gonna come back.
That's true. But she's like, Chick's not her brother and her dad's a murderer.
They're both murderers and you let them touch my children, Dagwood and Baranda. I don't know.
Dagwood and Juniper.
Okay.
Juniper's the not awful name.
Juniper and Axe. Because Dagwood smells like a men's cologne.
Oh my god, it does. What are you wearing today?
Dagwood.
By Calvin Klein.
It does, see?
That's funny.
If your name is Dagwood, I'm sorry. We just roasting you right now, but...
now I want to smell that perfume.
Which one?
Dagwood. We're going to create a perfume. You can buy it in our merch shop. Just kidding, we don't have one. We're not that pro. So let us know what you think in the comments below. Are you convinced Hal's the Black Hood? Do you still think it could be someone else? Let us know what you thought about this episode down below in the comments. What are you hoping to happen in the future? What do you think about the revelation that FP was Charles Smith's dad? Do you think that's going to have a real impact on anything? Do you care?
And what is this, a test? You're asking them a lot of questions.
Yes, this is the AP Riverdale episode 219 test. Please fill out in the comments below. But once again, thank you guys for watching. Yeah. We had fun watching this week. We'll see about these reactions because they're just upsetting.
This copyright nonsense
it's upsetting.
Up the hall.
It's upsetting. You leave a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you want. You don't have to. You can also check out our Patreon if you want to see those reactions, if you want to see some of the other stuff we do. They'll be up soon, hopefully. And finally,